Hey, what's going on, boys? Today I'm going to be doing another Apdo analysis, this time on his signature 80 Assassin Zed. Getting into the runes and masteries, it's all pretty stock standard, to be honest. The only thing that's really noticeable is 1 attack speed quint and 1 life steal quint. Mainly the attack speed's for a quicker auto attack animation. It means CSing under tower is much easier. The life steal quint, obviously, just to give you a bit of sustain in lane, especially where you're going to be getting poked out. He's playing into an Italia with exhaust, which is a pretty tough matchup pre-6. The Italia can get really good poke off here. Now the main reason Talia can win this matchup early is because she can outpush a Zed. As a Zed, you have 2 options. You either go for the Qs on the Talia, or you use your Qs to help shove the lane. In this case, maybe would have used the Qs more in the lane than the trade. Apdo's going for the trade. Apdo's going for the trades, but he's going to get pushed in here. So like right now, he has 2 options really. He can give these minions and not take poke, or he can try and last hit these minions, and he's going to take the poke. We'll see. It looks like he's going to try and take the poke and go for a trade. See, I honestly think he could have just given those minions. Taking that bad trade early on is pretty detrimental. It means Talia might have kill pressure at level 2, and he's going to have to blow that health pot as well. Walks back into the Talia Q. If you're walking away from the Talia Q, just keep walking the same direction. It's like a Lucian ult. He turned back into that. The hitbox is quite weird though. So he's pushed into tower. He's just going to play it slow. Like I said, you're just waiting for level 6 to go for an all-in. You can get pre-6 kills, don't get me wrong, but they're much riskier, and it's more in the Talia misplaying than Apdo outplaying. Here's a nice, like, right now it's in a good spot. Apdo, make note guys, the enemy jungler is an Eve, so early on playing as an Eve, you really just want to sit back. You don't want to play too far up. Right now, like, Apdo, perfect position. He always wants to be standing around about here when the minion wave's here. It just makes that, makes sure that nobody can gank him, and his jungler can, like, swoop in and get a gank off if he wants to. Alright, look at that trade. One thing a lot of people don't do is trade when the enemy is like trying to last hit minions. One thing that I think like a lot of lower elo players can do is simply just trading on when the enemy is going for last hits. It's so basic because the enemy's stuck in the same position and they're autoing the minion. They're not autoing you, so you can have the advantage of the trade. You're initiating it, you're getting the first damage out. If you trade like this every time, you're going to make the landing phase really hard for your opponent. Another thing also on the Z combo, you press W and E almost instantly. You WE, your E goes off before the W arrives, but the damage arrives straight away when the shadow gets there, and the damage goes off. It's how you efficiently trade on Z. Lane's in a great spot. Just gonna try and hold that. Eve dies, so now he can play as aggressive as he wants now. If he wants to go for an all-in, he can. He can't follow here. The one thing you gotta you gotta realize that sometimes you can't follow, and it's better just stay in lane and get the advantage. I guess he's pretty lucky there that Talia didn't get any kills. Alright, he goes for the all-in. If he waited out that exhaust, he could have maybe got a kill, but he would have been under tower and he could have died. Apdo, one thing he likes to do is value his flash early on extremely highly. He'll try and keep his flash no matter what. He'll never try and he'll never flash where it's he might get a 1-for-1 from it. He might die from it. The only time he uses flash when he his opponent, he's gonna kill his opponent and they're gonna lose heaps and heaps of minion wave. Right now, Talia is so low that Talia has to base, and she's gonna lose the minion wave anyway, guys. Because if she doesn't, she's gonna die. So he's gonna hard push this wave, maybe one more wave after, just because of he's on an awkward gold. No, he goes to the base. No, he stays. Okay, so the reason he's staying right now is because he has 680 gold. It's just so bad for him to base there because He can't get the Dirk. He can't get anything. The only thing he'd really get is another longsword if he wanted to. So he goes to the push. He needs it as quick as he can, though. Talia's going to be back around about the time he's basing, so he needs to base in a really nice position. Alright, he's just going to jump. Yep, he's just going to jump over this wall. He's going to get a Dirk. Refillable. It's a shame he can't buy a pink, but it's the best. If he had 900 and... If he had about a K gold, he'd get a Hex Drinker here, guys. One thing to note against Eve, if you have 2 AP, so if your enemy mid is AP, your enemy jungle is AP. Get a fucking Hex Drinker. It's so efficient. It means you win the 1v1 and you win the 2v2. Another thing you guys need to know is when you're versing Eve, you can't ward how you normally ward. You've got to mix it up and start warding on camps, because that's the only time you're going to be able to see the Eve. You can ward in River these days though, because she's going to be doing the Scuttle Crab, but you can't ward just like mid lane brush. You won't even see an Eve. She'll just go straight past it. You don't see her. So start warding on the camps. Go over onto that Wraith camp. Get the chicken ward. You'll be able to see her doing it, and you can see she'll always do that before she comes to mid, most likely. Yep, Apdo goes and gets it. Perfect. Now he's just waiting for 6. He's going to go for an all-in at 6. Goes for it. This is a kill. Perfect. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I'll talk about his all-in. Oh, that lane's in a really bad spot there. What can he do with it? He needs to push it into tower, but I don't think he can, because the Eve's going to kill him. Yeah. That's frustrating. He needs to push that into tower, but he can't. Okay, so the all-in. Some of you might be like, why the fuck did he flash? Now, the reason he flashed is because, like, the death mark was going to, like, it registered that it was going to kill her, but the health pot was ticking, and he didn't want to risk it. He wanted to make it as, like, he wanted to commit to that all-in, is what I'm saying. He needed that kill. So he just committed for the flash, because the health pot might have ticked her over. I'd have to look at the damages. Gets that null magic mantle. Getting ready for his Hex Drinker, I assume. I don't see why I'd go Mercs. Getting your boots upgrade early on Zed's pretty inefficient, because you get that Ghost Blade, you get that extra movement speed anyway. There's no need to get boots until after you Ghost Blade. Boots one up, like just boots of speed is fine, but upgrading them, not really that efficient. Maybe only if against like an 80 matchup. I think if the Thresh played that slower, is a kill. So Apdo knows where Eve is. Ult's up in 10 seconds. He should be looking for a dive again. He's going to try and push this and look for a dive. See, look how big this mini wave is. So if he kills the Talia right now, I mean, Talia misses all of those creeps and she's fucked. Perfect. Make note that all in. He ulted to dodge the skill shots. On Zed, always use your ult to dodge skill shot. Don't just use it willy-nilly and just go, yep, I'll ult straight away. Walk in, bait out the skill shots, and dodge it with the ult. Gets that Hex Drinker. I mean, now he just dominates his lane. There's nothing Talia can do. 20 CS behind. He's looking at these side lanes, just looking at how they're functioning, looking where he needs to allocate his resources into the mid game. Lucian has a kill, so maybe he wants to roam down to clean it up. He doesn't have ult, so I assume he's just going to play around his cooldowns, however. Gets that ward again, onto the camp, perfect against an Eve. You see his movements against a Talia? Moves forward. All Talias predict that you're going to move backwards when they W. Move forward aggressively, and Talias, and they're never going to hit that skill shot on you. He's just going to play it slow. Doesn't have ult for 20, so there's no point. Alright, Eve's at that camp there, see what he does. That should be a free kill. Now watch the skill order. Wait, he's not even gonna ult. Literally just holds his ult because he wants to kill his lane. Gragas gets it anyway. So most players there would just ult the Eve, right? Apdo thinks ahead, he thinks, well, what if we can kill the Eve without using our ult? And now I have a massive advantage in lane because now I have kill pressure again. He can just all in this. Talia's misstepping pretty hard. I know that Talia's like Diamond 1, so she should know what she's doing. Push this into tower, probably go for a base. There's not much he can do on the map right now. Who's that? Is that Kled? And he just pieces out, that's fine. Ooh, no. Kled can't get that kill. Throws out the laugh. Elise and Thresher. Oh, this fucking Kled, man. Interesting gameplay, boys. Beautiful. Not really that beautiful, just Kled being an absolute maniac. Now Talia's on a... Thresher's on a suicide mission here. Fucking hell. Apdo had no cooldown, so it's just... There's no point going for it, you just play it slow. He's sitting on 1.6k. Sitting on anything above like... Oh my god, this Talia. Sitting on anything above like 1.2k is pretty inefficient. You really want to get a base in as quick as possible. Because that amount of gold is like into items is fucking so massive. And you don't want to delay getting it because it just delays your spike. I think Apdo's gonna die here. Oh my god. Clutch as fuck. Alright, so he's going to get an upgrade to his Ghost Blade now. Now, into the mid, like the early mid game, guys, on Zed, on any split pushing champion, you either go into a side lane or you stick to your mid lane and just look to keep on dominating your lane. Now, notice that bot lane tower has not dropped, top lane tower has not dropped. So there's no long lanes for Zed to split push in. So he's just going to run straight back mid. There's no... He won't go bot until bot's a long lane, most likely. Because he's happy in the middle of the game controlling the pace. He's the one who controls the engages and the, you know, the plays. He should be anyway. The teams, it just seems to be doing whatever they want. Caitlyn's getting all in. I think she's fine. She needs to sit on tower though and wait for him. Oh. I think she dies here, but then... Let's see if... Oh, I don't know if he should have W'd like that. Look at his target preference. He's just zoning the Lucian. He knows those two are dead, and he just zoning the Lucian away. Ults. Look at that skill order. He ults, saves the W to assess the situation, then either uses the W aggressively or defensively. So he uses it defensively there because he saw the Eve. Piece the fuck out. But he just know that he didn't use that W straight away aggressively because he could have just W'd straight into the 2 of the enemy and died. Right now, I think they should be at bot lane tower and not chasing for kills. Bit overzealous here. I think Fucky has a thresh to get him out. So they could have just got the bot lane tower and the Drake and reset. I think chasing for those kills is a bit unnecessary. Bit of a solo queue move. It's still fine. The enemy team chases to their jungle like brain dead monkeys. Classic solo queue. So he's gonna push this. Maybe try and get some mid lane tower damage on. Who's up? Eve and the AD. He gets mid lane tower. He's sitting on 2k, so I should probably look for a back soon. Look how he's holding his ult. He doesn't want to use his ult straight away, guys. Always use your ult only when you need to. Like that. Oh, I don't think he should not have died there. Let me go back. I think he had enough. So see, I think he had enough to W out, but he used his E. Alright. So he has enough energy. Goes back. Yeah, he uses his E. Right then, he could have W'd to reposition. Even he could have went across the wall and onto the Lucian if he wanted to. It was a mistake by him. I'm sure he realized it. Too greedy. He must have thought he had enough energy. So now that bot lane, like mid lane's opened up, bot lane's opened up. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes straight bot lane. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts splitting. Goes into a side lane now to draw pressure. Also, have a look. He goes Ninja Tabai. Okay, he has a Maw. When you have a Maw, you don't need more magic resist, okay? And if you're into a side lane against a Kled, and the Lucian is pretty fed, probably the most fed member on the enemy team. Itemize against their strongest members and mix it up. It's so efficient to mix it up if they have mixed damage. They have AD and AP damage on the enemy team. He's already got the Maw for AP. Smart by him. It's poor Talia. They can just play this game out as slow as they want, or as fast as they want, really. They should look for the Herald and the Drake. I think getting Drake is kind of like late game insurance. A lot of teams just leave Drake, and they just don't. And then maybe they throw mid game, and then it comes to late game, and they don't have any of the Drakes to give them insurance. Because if they took this Drake early with the advantage they had, maybe next Drake is an Infernal, you know. But instead they leave it. And their late game is not as good. Lucian's dead. I don't think Karma dies, actually. Oh, I don't know. Oh, at least he's getting red buff top, I guess. I think, like, right now, Drake, surely. If Elise was there, they should have. Someone has to answer the Kled. That's a huge wave. That's about 2.5 kills of gold in that wave. Probably 1.5, sorry. Without ult... Oh, at least he's there. He'll be able to kill him. They have a massive lead. They need to start getting objectives. It's pretty frustrating to watch. They have a Caitlyn Thresh. Just put Apdo top and put 4 mid and siege it. Bot lane slow pushing. They go for the Herald. Herald's fine. Herald's good. Takes him about half a second there to kind of analyze the situation. Sees Karma, thinks about it, and then sees Illusion and goes, no, don't have enough vision to commit for that. I'd say strong enough for the 2v2 if there's no exhaust. The 2v1, sorry, if there's no exhaust. If there's an exhaust popped on him though, Illusion would be able to kill him in that time. He's just fine, sitting top, pressuring. His team's up there. Looks for the flank. We'll see how he uses his skill order. So watch how he autos the Karma first, kills the Karma, then ults onto the Lucian. Doesn't use his ult on the Karma and waste it. Even though she was low, he knows he can finish it with the ult. Never, try not to open with your ult. Try and use it to dodge skills, or just go and get some autos and just wait for the skill shots to come out. So they get the inhib here. I might have skipped forward. It's probably not much going to happen over the next little bit. He hasn't bait. He's going to wait for the Black Cleaver. Hovering around the Drake. This game is a bit of a sloppy mess. The enemy teams are trying to make it as dirty as possible to come back. Wait, did he just... With your more active, because he autoed that camp there, it continuously went. Fuck, that's smart. So because it continues when you're in combat, so he autos that Wraith camp to make sure that the more active is still going to be available for this fight. Wait, does he get there in time for it? Holy, that's fucking genius. I would never have thought of that. Today I learned, boys. Push this. He's going to get the bot lane wave afterwards, 100%. It's too big to ignore. That's a kill and a bit worth of gold right there. And these side lanes, like maybe a silver player would just base stand, let that wave there hit the tower, but take all this CS you can get, you know? It adds up in the long run, and it gives you level advantage over your opponent. He does need to be really careful. I don't know if I would have used my W there. Team gets Baron. Yeah, he goes Black Cleaver. So his next buy is either going to be a Duskblade or a GA. I think GA is more efficient. It's going to give the enemy team less chance to come back from, but a Duskblade is pretty good because it just gives him that little bit of extra burst that makes him 100 to 0 someone. Probably not necessary though. Waiting out his ult cooldown. Dodges the Karma stun. Clean. Should just be able to siege out with the Baron now. Gets blue, goes back top and sieges. Now let's see how he... So this is an important factor. So he's top. His team should be starting to pressure bot lane. So as a split push pressure, you're up here and you're drawing members in. You want your team right in the bot lane because mid inhib's already dropped. If you can get 2 or 3 members top, and you can even turn, you can trade as well. He's so strong that he can kill one of them that comes. And your team gets the inhib, the bot inhib. He needs to play it slow though, because there's no pressure right now. Beautiful. 2 for 1. Fucking nuts. I think the enemy team is a little bit dumb to... They step back onto the shadows. A lot of people step back onto the ult shadow with Zed. I'm not sure if it's they don't realize it, they just don't see it. I see it happen a lot. Even when I'm playing Zed, people just walk straight back into it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Goes to the Duck's Blade. I think GA is better. I really do. He probably doesn't care at this point. The game's over. They overextend. I'm serious. He goes bot lane. I'm surprised he doesn't go top lane. Wait, he must have just pathed that way because of the team fight. But if he pathed top lane, I mean, that's... Could have been a free tower. He can't get mid in here, but that's over. That's over. Zealous, I think. Alright, so looking at this game to close it out, you just want your team, 4 members, to be on the top lane tower, and you just sit mid, pressuring the mid in here, while the bot lane just pushes in, okay? So you just play it patiently, hover around here, wait for your team to go up into the top lane, and then you start pressuring then. And then you can also look for flanks across. It's perfect, because when no one can match you, they need 2 for you, which just gives you a member advantage for your team. Enemy team knows they're just going to lose out this game slowly. So they're trying to force a fight. He should have had GA. I think his team will still win it, thank God. I think GA is better there. Alright, and they just close it out, guys. So that's it. That's the gameplay. I've been thinking about what to do next. I don't really want to do another Apdo one. I'm thinking about doing maybe a Faker versus Maple at MSI, or Perks versus Faker at MSI, and just talk you through what they're doing and how they're going to win their lane, and how they're playing around their jungler and vision. So just let me know what you want next, guys. I can do another Apdo one, but maybe look to do the Faker versus Maple one, or even a Bjergsen one. I'm not too fussed, really. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. I love you all. Peace out. Bye.